I inherited my aunt's house last summer. She passed away in her sleep, alone, in that creaking old home tucked behind a row of pine trees just outside a small town in New Hampshire. She was kind, but always a little off. She talked to animals, left food on windowsills, and every morning without fail, she cooked this strange red bean she called Venpayar. I never understood why. She'd leave bowls of it outside the door, under the porch, near the trees. I once asked her why she fed wild birds beans. She smiled, almost sad. Not for the birds, she said softly. For the ones that come before the birds. I laughed then. I don't now. The house was silent after she died, still full of her smell-musty clothes, incense, and boiled beans. In the attic, I found a glass jar. Do not stop feeding her. I took a photo and sent it to my friend. He texted back, "Bro, that's gotta be some village superstition, lol." Exactly what I thought. That evening, I cooked some. Just curious. I added salt, garlic, turmeric smelled incredible. I sat at the kitchen table, lights dim, ate alone. Outside, the wind started howling. Midway through dinner, the power flickered. The radio turned on, static, then a voice, a whisper. "She's still hungry." I froze. I thought it was interference, maybe a neighbor's frequency. Then, a knock at the back door. 3 slow, heavy knocks. I looked through the peephole, nothing. But when I opened the door, there was a small clay bowl on the ground full of Venpayar, still warm. I hadn't put it there. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing soft rustling from the attic, like someone dragging a sack of wet cloth across the floor. At 3:12 a.m., I woke up gasping. The jar was on my nightstand. I didn't bring it there. It was sealed again, but the label had changed. Now it read, "Too late to stop. Serve her." The next day, I went to the neighbor's place. An older woman answered the door. When I mentioned Venpayar, her face drained of color. "Your aunt kept her asleep for decades." I asked, "Who is she?" The woman didn't answer, just said, "If you've already eaten it, you need to feed her now, before she comes through you." I was done. I packed a bag, locked the house, and left for a motel. But that night at 3:17 a.m., the motel smoke alarm went off. In the hallway, the same jar sat outside my door, and written in ash across the floor, "No one leaves hungry." I went back. No choice. I cooked the Venpayar, laid it out in 7 bowls, just like my aunt used to. Then I waited. At 3:33 a.m., every candle in the house went out. The air turned ice cold. And then I heard it. Something crawling through the hallway, wet, slow, heavier than a human. From the kitchen doorway, I saw her. Not fully human. Hair matted, eyes glassy white, mouth stitched closed, but stretching unnaturally wide. She moved like she hadn't used her limbs in centuries. She sniffed each bowl like a starving dog. Then, she stared at me, tilted her head and smiled. That night, she didn't hurt me. But when I looked in the mirror the next morning, my reflection smiled before I did. I can't stop now. Every night at 3:33, I must serve her 7 bowls of Venpayar. If I skip one, she'll come to feed herself from me. If you made it this far, you've already invited her in. Would you still eat something with a warning on it? Comment below. Like if this story gave you chills. And subscribe to Beyond the File before she finds your name.